This video is presented to you by www.testprepadda.com. Dear students, at the start of this chapter, General Organic Chemistry, I have said that a chemical reaction takes place. A chemical reaction takes place when bonds of reactants break, and different factors which influence this bond breaking process are inductive effect, mesomeric effect, inductomeric effect, electromeric effect, hyperconjugation. Till now, we have discussed all these factors. Let me tell you, many organic reactions take place via intermediates, and the type of intermediate depends upon the breaking of covalent bond. In this session, I will talk about different possible bond breakings of a covalent bond and formed intermediates. Dear students, consider a substrate AB. This is a covalent bond. Two electrons are shared here. Now, if the bond breaking takes place in such a manner that both the constituent atoms get one electron, then that breaking is known as homolytic bond breaking or homolytic cleavage. This is also known as homolytic fission. And to represent that, we write a fish hook like this. So after breaking of this bond, what we get? The constituent parts will be like this. So we are getting species having odd number of electrons. This we call as free radicals. Free radicals. And if the bond cleavage or bond breaking takes place in such a manner that both the shared electrons are given to one of the constituent atoms, this bond breaking is known as heterolytic cleavage or heterolytic fission. My point is clear. Now, here what will we get? We will get A plus and B minus. Means we are getting ionic species. My point is clear. So, two type of bond cleavages are there. Homolytic cleavage and heterolytic cleavage. My point is clear. First, I'll talk about this homolytic cleavage. As I told you, what do we get here? We get neutral components. The atom retains one electron of shared pair, and these we call as free radicals. Free radicals. And the examples I can give here, examples like methyl free radical. This is methyl free radical. C2H5. This is ethyl free radical. Then C6H5 CH2 with odd electron. This is benzyl free radical. I can write CH2 double bond CH, CH2 odd electron. This is allyl free radical. And CH2 double bond CH odd electron. This is vinyl free radical. So these are different examples here. Students, let me tell you a very special point that homolytic cleavage mostly occurs in vapor phase, and this fission requires high temperature or ultraviolet radiations. Another point, reactions which take place via free radical intermediates are known as free radical reactions. Example, free radical substitution reactions of alkanes like CH4 when reacted with chlorine in the presence of H nu ultraviolet radiation, we get CH3Cl. This is free radical substitution and this takes place in vapor phase. These reactions are favored in non-polar solvent or vapor phase. My point is clear? I will talk about these free radicals, their structures and stability later on in detail. Now I will talk about heterolytic cleavage. As I told you, in heterolytic cleavage, both the electrons are given to one of the constituent atoms, and this way we get charged species. And in case of substrate where carbon will be involved in the bond breaking, carbon will get positive or negative charge. So intermediate with positive charge in carbon is known as carbocation. An intermediate where negative charge is in carbon is known as carbanion. Different examples of carbocations are like methyl carbocation, like ethyl carbocation, like benzyl carbocation, like phenyl carbocation, like allyl carbocation. Similarly, carbanions will have different example like methyl carbanion, like ethyl carbanion. This is vinyl carbanion. This is allyl carbanion, and then this is benzyl carbanion. So these are different examples. Now let me tell you about few important points of carbocations and carbanions. These points are heterolytic cleavage mostly occurs in solution phase and at low temperature. If you compare with homolytic cleavage takes place where? In gaseous phase and at high temperature. And this heterolytic in solution phase and low temperature. In carbocation, carbon atom carries positive charge and has 6 electrons in its valence shell, and it is diamagnetic in nature. Example, RCH2 plus. Okay, and in carbanion, carbon atom carries a negative charge and contains 8 electrons in its valence shell. Example, I can write RCH2 minus. If I compare carbocation and carbanion with free radical, free radical is electrically neutral trivalent carbon species and contains unpaired electrons. So free radical is actually paramagnetic in nature, and all these intermediates are highly unstable. Dear students, we will talk about the stabilities, structures of carbocation, carbanion and free radicals later on. But two more intermediates we can get in the organic reactions, that are carbene and nitrene. Examples of carbene are CH2, C6H5 whole twice C, CCl2. Carbene is actually a neutral divalent carbon species. Here carbon has two non-bonding electrons. You can see two non-bonding electrons. This is carbene, this is diphenylcarbene, this is dichlorocarbene. While nitrene is neutral monovalent species of nitrogen, Rn. Here, two pairs of non-bonding electrons. This is the example of alkyl nitrene. I can write similarly aryl nitrene. I can write similarly acyl nitrene. I will talk about these intermediates in detail later on. Dear students, in the next video lecture, I will talk about a very special concept, aromaticity. Thank you. This video is presented to you by www.testprepadda.com. TestPrepAdda.com provides free audio-visual lectures of different subjects by expert faculties, free online tests prepared by expert faculties to students who are preparing for engineering or medical entrance exams or planning to take exams like KVPY, Olympiad, etc. It provides a platform where students can interact with mentors to improve their performance in the exams. The mission of this online medium is to help students to achieve their goals. Log on to www.testprepadda.com to watch free video lectures on different topics, to download free revision notes, to take free chapter-wise online tests, progressive test, and mock test, to discuss doubts with mentors. Thank you for watching the video. To stay up to date with the latest videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on our Facebook page, Test Prep Adda. All the best.